Well, hello, my beautiful people of the internet. It has been such a long time since I have said that. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm back. Decided that I think I'm gonna restart my YouTube channel, seeing as how I don't know, I just want to, I guess. But yeah, I've been gone for a little while. I moved, as you could tell from the different background here. And I started a new career. And I figure, why not restart my YouTube channel? I feel like I'm far enough in this career that it's time for me to rebring this back into my life of social media and all of that. So my videos will be a tad bit different than what I used to post, but kind of really staying on the same plane a little bit. So I am now a licensed cosmetologist. I've been a licensed cosmetologist for the past 3 years. And I just feel like this is the perfect time to start and get back into this world of social media and do so through my career. So I actually just went to Premiere Orlando, which is a huge 3-day event in Orlando, Florida for licensed cosmetologists only. I literally just got back, hopped out of the shower and was like, you know what? I want to do a haul video. So I'm going to give you guys a haul video of everything that I got at Premiere, along with everything that I bought outside of Premiere, because your girl stayed in Orlando for an entire week. Why not? So I'm just going to give you guys an entire haul of everything I purchased during my week at Premiere. Okay, so I am first going to go through everything that I got at Premiere. I did buy some things, but then a lot of stuff I actually got for free just walking around, which is really nice when you go to Premiere, because there are a good amount of booths that give out things for free. So first, one of the things that I did purchase this year were a new pair of shears. I own a pair of Samvila shears, which I absolutely love. They are considered offset shears, which I really like because it actually makes it a lot more comfortable to cut hair, since your fingers are more like this instead of like that. But I've been wanting to try a pair of shark fin shears also, because I hear that they are also really, really good shears. So I got myself a pair of those. Again, these are also offset shears, and I also just think that they're really pretty with the blue little accent on them. So I got myself a pair of those. These are 5.5-inch shears. I tend to get shorter ones just because I feel like my fingers are a little bit shorter, so it makes it just a little bit more comfortable for me to cut hair if the blade itself is a little bit shorter. They did have a little special promo running for the show where if you bought a pair of their shears, you did get this little bundle for free, basically. So altogether, if I was to have bought this outright, this would have cost me, I think, about $1,300. And I ended up getting them for just the price of the shears, which was, I believe, about $420. So in the free little bundle, we got a nice little razor here, just to, basic little one-sided razor. And then we got 3 pairs of thinning shears. So we got these bigger ones here, bigger teeth again with the nice pretty little like blue accents to them. We got this kind of medium teethed pair of shears. Oh, actually, sorry, that was the small teeth. This is the medium teeth shears. And again, they all have that really pretty blue accent to them, which I really, really like. So I'm super excited to try these out once I get back behind the chair and go back to work. I already tried out the shears on my friend's hair when we were up in Orlando for the show, and they cut really, really nice. So I'm really excited to use those on some of my clients. The next thing I bought was a little thing from K18. I have tried one of their products before. So I work in a commission-based corporate salon right now, so I am really only able to use what they allow us to use, which sometimes can suck. But I wanted to go ahead and get this little kit right here. They had a huge deal on this. It was only $168 for this whole little kit. And it comes with the peptide prep, which you go ahead and you spray on your hair before you do any sort of chemical services. And then the the Professional Molecular Repair Hair Mist, and the Professional Molecular Repair Hair Mask, which that's the leave-in that you put in afterwards. So I'm really excited to try this out, especially on a lot of my blonde clients and my highlight clients before I go and highlight them, to see how much easier of a lift it gives, especially being in this part of Florida where we have such hard water. I'm so excited. I bought a couple little things from Amika. These are just for myself because I just wanted them. I love Amika products too, but I also don't have any place near me that I can purchase these, so I figured why not get them while I was there. So I just got the Wizard, which is their silicone-free detangling primer and has the 450-degree heat protectant in it. And then I got Smooth Over, which is just their smooth frizz-fighting little treatment. And then the last place that I bought stuff from was Framar, which this booth, if you go to Premiere, you can barely ever get to. So I didn't end up being able to get to the Framar booth until Monday morning. I actually got to the show at like 8:30 in the morning when they opened the doors at 9 to make sure that I was one of the first people to get to the Framar booth, because I wanted to get a bunch of stuff from them, and unfortunately they really didn't have a lot left. But I ended up getting 2 packs of pop-up foils in their All Y'all print and their Yeehaw print, so I'm excited to use those. It does nothing different, but it does just make it feel pretty, so why not? I got a pack of their family pack brushes. These are really nice because you get 3 different size brushes in here for a nice little deal. I want to say that these were like $8 for this pack. And then I got their Big Daddy pack, which is just 3 of their super large brushes, which are really nice for all over color applications. I then got just a little plastic whisk because you can never have too many of those. I got 1 pack of their black gator clips, and then I got 5 packs of their cow print gator clips. I'm so excited to use these. I love cows and I love anything cow printed, so I'm super excited to be using those behind the chair. Everything else I got for free. Most of these booths just had people like standing out in front of them, just like, here you go, here's a bag, here you go, here's a bag, which was really kind of nice. So you get to try out a lot of brands that you probably wouldn't have ever tried out before. So I got a little bag from Talia, and in here they gave a bunch of little, I can grab them, a bunch of just little packets of their stuff. So there's some Miracle Hold gel in here, there's curl definer, we have their Lock It Up, edge controls, there's healing oils. There's just a whole bunch of different products in here that you get to try out, use a little bit on your clients here and there and kind of see how you like them, so you can go ahead and buy a bigger portion of it. Got a little goodie bag from Knack Hair. This was because I did end up going to one of their classes with Kel Grace, where she did 4 updos in 4 minutes. So they had a little goodie bag on each of the chairs when you walked in, and they gave us their Thermal Shield spray and their Hydrate Detangle Mist. I'm really excited to use these. The way she was talking about the brand, it looks like it's really nice. They're all vegan. Doesn't look like they have any harsh chemicals or anything like that in there. And what I also love too, this is so random, but they're an Australian brand. And one of my all-time favorite snacks are Tim Tams. And they gave us little Tim Tams in the goodie bag. So needless to say, I was very excited for that one. They were giving these little Ulta bags out that say Premiere Orlando on them pretty much every day that the exhibition floor was over, so I just grabbed one to like use as a little bag. But I got a little free Blonde Elevation shampoo. Keratin Complex was doing a little thing where you like dropped a disc and it like bounced off the pegs and landed in a little slot at the bottom. So I got their little goodie bag, which has their Vital Shot in it, and then the soothing conditioner and the soothing shampoo. I also got this nice little bag. I don't know how to pronounce this. Pave? Not too sure, but they did end up giving us a little brochure inside so we can kind of look at their products, and then a little all-in-one leave-in spray. I did get a reusable bag from Wella, but I ended up using that bag as my dirty laundry bag on the drive home. So these are the products that came in the Wella bag. We got 2 of their caramel glaze color depositing masks and 2 of their pearl blonde color depositing masks. And then the last bag is from, what is this? Recomer, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Not too positive, but again, they gave us a bunch of little kind of treatments here. So there's a keratin treatment, we have a ultra active treatment, there's some collagen treatments in here, it looks like, or color treatments in here. So just a lot of little free samples to go ahead and try. That is everything that I got from Premier itself. Now let's go through everything that I bought after Premier. A lot of it is books. Another thing, since I haven't been on here in a while, you guys do not know, but me and 3 of my friends actually have a podcast that is all about books. We do nothing but talk about books. We read anywhere from about 2 to 3 books a month and then get together and kind of discuss everything. So of course, 2 of the friends that I went with up to Premier are also my 2 friends who are in the podcast with me. So of course we had to stop at Barnes & Noble and Books A Million and buy books. We actually did also go to Target and got some books, and I picked up 2 shirts while I was at Target. So I picked up this one. I'm gonna like out myself right now. I don't really know who this is. I know that I was told it's something to do with Hello Kitty. I just thought it was cute. Don't come for me. And then I also got this one because duh. We went to the outlet store, and of course I got myself 2 pairs of shoes. I got just a pair of plain regular old Adidas white and blacks, and then I got this pair, which was actually on pretty deep of a discount, and I didn't know that. The tag said it was $110 for these shoes, but when I went to check out, my entire total with both pairs came to $114. So I'm not sure how much they actually were, but they're so, I have to put them down in the box, hold on. They are just so cute. They're like this really pretty light pink and white, and they have little hearts in them, and then the Adidas sign on the back is pink. They were just, and they're like higher. They were just so cute. I had to get them. Now for books. I believe I have about 20 books here. So went a tad bit crazy, but I'm trying to start a library. Can you blame me? We're gonna go over Books A Million first because that was the first place that we stopped for books. I got 5 books from Books A Million. The first one I got is The Witch Hunt by Sasha Payton Smith. I have book 1 of this, which is the reason why I picked up this one. This was also in their little bargain area. I want to say this book was like $6.97 or something for that, which is pretty cheap, seeing as the original price is like $20. Basically, this follows a girl and her 2 friends that head over to France, and basically she learns that the spell that she used in book 1 has had really bad consequences, and she needs to go about kind of fixing all of that. The next book I got is Half-Blood by Jennifer L. Armentrout. This is book 1 in a series of books that I actually did not know about. This book, when I looked it up, I want to say it said it was published in like 2011 or 2012. But basically it follows a girl and her mother who have been on the run from this covenant of witches until her mother dies by, I'm assuming they are demons, but it's spelled Daimons. And basically that brings her back to the covenant. She has to go back to school, and she basically has to figure out why these daemons are coming back and terrorizing people. Next book I got is The Wren in the Holly Library by K.A. Lind. I believe that's how you pronounce the name. This is a newer book. 1, because it has sprayed edges, but 2, I have been seeing people talk about this all over Book Talk. And so I'm super, super excited to read this. But basically this is a book about monsters that have basically emerged into the world, and this girl needs to basically figure out how her gifts and everything that she has will help get rid of said monsters. So super excited to read this one. The next book I got is The Ashes and the Star-Crossed King by Carissa Broadbent. This is book 2 in the Nightborn duet. I have book 1 and I've started book 1. I haven't finished it yet. And I've actually pre-ordered book, I guess which is technically considered a book 3, but it's book 1 in the next duet that she has that ties along with these. So I kind of want to get both of this one and book 1 read before that comes out, so that's why I went and picked this up. Plus it has some Never Books Foreseen chapters in this version. The last book I got from Books A Million was also another book that was in their bargain section. This is Silver in the Bone by Alexandra Bracken. I have a couple of her books, which I've actually never read, but I hear she's a really good author, so that's why I went and picked this up. Plus, this just sounded really good. This is about a girl who is born into a magical world and she has no magical... That just scared me. We have people working on our AC, and our AC is right outside. There's like a window right here. It's right outside that window. That just scared the shit out of me. But basically it's about a girl who was born into a world of magical powers, and she has no magical abilities, and her guardian basically goes missing, and it comes to light that her guardian apparently disappeared with this mystical magical ring on, and it's her journey going to try and find this ring. Next is Target. I did buy a couple books from here because their books are always pretty cheap compared to Barnes & Noble and Books A Million. I ended up getting 4 books from Target. The first one is House of Wart and Bone by Leah Stone. This is book 2 in, I don't even know what the name of this series is called. Gilded City series. This is book 2 in that series. And again, I have book 1 that I've been wanting to read. This was like $10 at Target. So I was like, why not? I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. Plus I had a gift card, so it just kind of worked. The next book I got is Ledge by Stacey McEwen, I believe that's how you pronounce her last name. But basically this is a book about a civilization of people who live in a place called the Ledge. So they are trapped in this like mountainous chasm area. They can't leave because if they leave it's like a super high drop to their deaths. And basically the main character is ripped away from her icy mountainous home, and she teams up with a half Galatian, so different element of characters that I'm excited to see how those are described, and the two of them kind of team up together to try and figure out how to get out of this place that they're being held captive. I got Famine by Laura Thalassis, I believe is how you pronounce her last name. I'm really bad with pronouncing names, if you cannot tell. But basically this is book 3 in her 4 Horsemen's trilogy. I think that's her trilogy. Nicole, it's literally called 4 Horsemen. Her 4 Horsemen series. I think that's what the name of the series is called. I don't know, but basically all 4 of these books are about the 4 Horsemen. So this is book 3 about Famine, which is one of the 4 Horsemen. Again, I have book 1 and book 2. Super excited to read them. Again, this was like $10 at Target, so I figured why not pick it up while I had the money. The last book I got is The Dark Heroine by Abigail Gibbs. I actually looked this up and it said that it was actually called something else. Dinner with a Vampire. That's what the name of this book actually is, I guess. Because I typed in The Dark Heroine and that name doesn't come up. Dinner with a Vampire does. But basically this is about a character named Violet Lee who lives in this world where there is a species, vampires, who have all the wealth and all, you know, the beautiful mansions and lavish parties and stuff like that. And basically she finds herself in front of one of the highest and most charismatic vampires. And basically it's a love story between the two of them. So, vampires in love, why not? Oh, I actually got one more book from Target. I got the shadow work journal. I've been seeing this again all over TikTok and everywhere, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pick it up. Why not? Now, from a Barnes & Noble haul. From Barnes & Noble, I did end up getting, I think there's 10 books here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 books. I am a Barnes & Noble member. Like I pay the little yearly fee. So I got 10% off of all these books. Plus a nice little free reusable tote. It just made sense. The first book I got is Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevers. This seemed kind of cool and a little bit different than anything that I've really read before. It's set in 15th century Brittany, and basically it follows a character who escapes an arranged marriage to a convent. And basically the convent serves the gods of old, is what it says. But basically she learns at this convent that she is sired to the god of death. And, I don't know, it just sounded really good. So basically she's sired to Satan, in a sense, I guess. Again, romance with, it sounded good. The next book I got was Mountains Made of Glass by Scarlett St. Clair. This sounded really interesting, even though after I picked it up, all of my friends were like that they don't like her writing. I've never read anything by her before, but this just sounded really good. It sounds like it's a mixture between Beauty and the Beast and Rumpelstiltskin. Basically, this girl gets taken from her home by two prince brothers, and basically as her punishment she is sent to live with their seventh brother, who they call the Beast. And basically she expects to be in prisoner with this monstrous looking monster, and turns out that he's exquisitely beautiful. But he tells her that she needs to find out his true name and say his true name with love and endearing before she can be set free. The next book I got is Belle Morte by Bella Higgins. I did not see on this that it said Wattpad books on the bottom. So I don't really know what to expect with this. The back just sounded good. Again, it's about vampires. Belle Morte is the name of one of the houses of the 5 houses of vampires who live like celebrities, where humans are paid to be their basically living blood bags. And this girl basically goes in there trying to find her sister, who apparently went to Belle Morte and then disappeared. So I don't know what to expect. I'm a little nervous with the fact that it says Wattpad books, but we shall see. The next book I got is House of Salt and Sorrow by Erin A. Craig. I do have one of her other books. I have House of Roots and Ruin by her. Again, I haven't read that one yet, but I was excited to read this because it really did sound very good. Basically, it's about a girl who lives in this basically like estate with her sister, and at one time there was 12 of them. Now there's only 4 sisters left, and basically she starts to become suspicious of her sister's death, and it's everything that she needs to go through to figure out how her sister actually died. I got Rhapsodic by Laura Thalasis. This one sounded really cool too. Basically it follows a girl who has, for the past, how many years did they say? Past 7 years, she's been wearing these bracelets of these black beads, which are basically IOUs that she has done favors, or she has had favors done for her by death. So basically, I'm assuming you can call on death to do a favor for you, and he gives you this little black bead, and he can come at any time he wants to come for his IOU. And basically, she's been living this life, and he's never come for her until now, and he's going to take all of her IOUs at once. But basically, some sort of love comes between them, I guess. And there's also stuff happening in the fairy realm and she's the only one who could fix it. It just sounded like it had a lot of different elements of different things that I like in it, which is why I went and I picked it up. I got The Last Dragon King by Leah Stone. I realized I got a lot of books by the same authors. It's fine. But basically this is about a race of people who have dragon blood in them, and the prince is looking for his, you know, wife to be, and he picks the main character whose name is Arwen. Arwen. Arwen, I guess. And basically she doesn't think that she was going to be picked because she doesn't have a very strong kind of magic that comes from the dragon's blood in her system. But come to find out, she actually has some weird sort of strength when it comes to her dragon's blood. But she needs to protect the prince from finding that out. Otherwise, it could kill him and everybody else. The book I got is Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I don't really know too much about this book. All I know is that this was original. I actually think it still is because there is no publishing house on it. This is a self-published book by her. One of my friends, Leah, who's actually in the podcast with me, she has talked about this book like crazy and was super excited for it. So I'm excited to read it. That's why I went and I picked it up. Again, I really don't have any idea what it's about, but I saw an entire table of them, so I was like, it's kind of a sign for me to go ahead and pick this book up. I got The City of Stardust by Georgia Summers. This is about a world where the best and the brightest of their community are taken as punishment for something that nobody understands why. And basically their tormentor never ages, never grows old, never gets sick, and never forgives a debt, it says. And basically it's about a girl basically hunting to find the truth of why these people are taken. And it says that there's power-hungry scholars, fickle gods, monsters bent on revenge. So again, just another one of those kind of fantasy books. Plus it was really pretty. The inside cover and like the end papers were really nice. I think this one, yeah, this one had like a really pretty hardcover too. So I picked it up because it was pretty on top of this story. Sounded good. I picked up The Ever King by L.J. Andrews. This is another one I believe is self-published because there's no publishing house on it. But it's, again, sounded really good, so I'm excited to see what it's about. But basically it says they stole his crown, so they stole his crown, so he stole their daughter. And basically it's about a king who has nothing but vengeance to take against this family that stole his crown, and he took their daughter as prisoner. Basically he's willing to steal everything unless she steals his heart first. So again, another like romance element with fantasy in it. And the last book I got was Malice by John Gwynne. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. I have, where is it? I have The Shadows of the Gods by him, which I have not read yet. I'm supposed to be reading it with my cousin, but this one just sounded so good. I don't know, his writing sounds so good. So before I even read one of his books, I picked up another one. It is a thick boy, so I'm excited to get into this one. But basically, there's warrior kings, sacrifices, war bands for a high prince, and a banished land has violent warriors where armies of men and giants clash in battle. So I'm excited. So that is everything that I got on my little week trip to Premiere. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm gonna try and be making videos again. Not gonna be kind of the same content that I used to, but a little bit on that track of having beauty related content and hauls and things like that. But it's gonna be a little bit more focused towards hair and that aspect of the beauty world. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you are not, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I'll list all of my social medias, TikTok and everything like that down below, so you can go ahead and you can follow those too if you'd like. But yeah, I believe that is everything, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.